Okay, today what we're going to be doing is showing you how to do a carbon change on a WaterMax. There are 6 tools you're going to need to complete this job. 2.5 foot tube of 3/4 PEX, pair of channel locks, Teflon tape, a 3/4 socket and ratchet, a screwdriver, preferably flathead that's about 1.5 feet long, a flashlight to check for leaks, a shop vac with a wet use filter, a funnel, and also on the hose we have a modified end to the hose to help us out get it out faster, that is made of a 1.25" 90, a 1.25" by 1 inch bushing, and a 17-inch piece of 1 inch pipe. Okay, the first thing you'll want to do when you're going to do your carbon change is bypass the unit. To bypass a newer style unit, what you'll do is you'll turn the blue knob counterclockwise to point towards the U or the word bypass. The older style units have a knob on the side that you turn following the arrow that says bypass until it stops. Okay, to relieve the pressure, you send the unit into a regeneration holding the bottom bar on the touchscreen computers. You'll hear the pressure being relieved out of the drain line on the unit. Please listen to see if the water stops running. Once the pressure is relieved and you don't have any water running, what you'll want to do is open the carbon plug, which one of them is located up front. And there's also a unit that's located in back under the drain line. To remove the plug, you'll need a 3/4 socket. You'll set it on here. Make sure you're turning it the right way and remove the carbon plug. Okay, once you have the carbon plug removed and your pressure is relieved, you could go ahead and start sucking out the carbon. To do so, you can place the hose inside of here until you hear that all water is vacated. Okay, now with your 3/4 tubing of PEX, you'll want to put a bend in it like so. Stop. Okay, to get the rest of the carbon out, what you're going to do is place it inside of the tube, go inside, and start sucking out all the carbon from in the back. Once you've gotten all the carbon out of the back side of the unit, you can flip your tube over and get the rest of the carbon that's directly under the hole. Okay, then once the carbon is all out, what you'll want to do is you'll place your funnel onto the carbon hole. Okay, what you're going to do after that is you're going to go ahead and you're going to start putting your carbon in. I pre-measure mine, but you guys will get it in a bag, and you should be able to use 95% to all of it at any given time. To put the carbon in, you just basically dump it into the funnel until it stops taking the carbon. Okay, once you're getting the carbon in, you want to make sure that it's nice and level in there. So you'll use the screwdriver to sift it out and make sure you get all the carbon into the unit. Once you're done applying the carbon to the unit, you take out your funnel and you'll re-put in your carbon plug, making sure that the O-ring is not pinched, cut, or damaged in any way. Alright, then you'll put the carbon plug in, get it down hand tight. You'll take your socket, and you do not want to over tighten these. So what you'll do is you'll get it to where it sort of stops, and then you'll just Once you're done with that, you should be in brine rinse unless it took you a little longer to get the job done. Then you'll want to hit the regenerate button, the bar at the bottom, to get up to backwash 2. Once in backwash 2, you'll want to go ahead and put the unit into service by turning the knob on top or the knob on the side here. Once the unit's back into service and all the carbon is flushed out, you'll want to check for leaks. The best way is to take a flashlight and look directly under your seams on the sides and across the back. Okay, and just to be sure you get the carbon completely flushed, you'll want to make sure it goes through at least 3 minutes of your backwash 2. Then you could fast forward by pushing the regenerate button once, and it'll go to brine refill. Once you hit brine refill and not going to brine refill, you could push the button again to go to home position. Once you see this screen on the computer, you are done. Just go ahead and let it go as you normally would everyday use.